Raja sir, when we spoke last year, I think we spent quite a lot of time about your views on spirituality and how it has shaped your career, your life in many ways. Do you want to share anything around that on the importance of spirituality in one's life, career, um, and any takeaways that you want to share?
Beautiful. A very quick kind of question for for me to build into this. So, when were you born, Gopal?
1982.
Good. This is the beauty about life. You answered that way because that's what you're used to. You
Hmm.
could have understood my question in two ways. One was, when were you created? And the
Yeah,
second was, when were you delivered? Okay. Because the fact
true.
of the matter is, for 10 months, you are alive in the womb of your mother, alive, which
Alive.
means you are born
Yes.
already. And
Yes.
somebody who's little, kind of rationally would say, but even before Raja, you become part of your mother. You exist in some way in your father and in your mother. And so I would say that's true. And
Yeah.
then somebody would say, before you became part of your father or mother, you must have been a food particle, an energy of that kind. Before you became the food, you must have been part of a, vegetable or, kind of a fruit somewhere. Before you became that, you must have been part of the plant. Before you became part of the plant, you must have been part of that five elements together in nature which created. And before you became the elements, you must have been the very causative factor of, the universal consciousness and cosmic energy that must have created you. If you can understand this one reflective going back, then you will understand that spirituality is what we are talking about, is about the fact that all of us, my dear friends, belong to the same lowest common denominator. There is no difference between you and me. I can see myself in you. And the fact that
Beautiful.
you, all of us belong to the universal intelligence, the cosmic intelligence, which spiritually may come in Sanskrit saying Aham Brahmasmi, and to
Hmm.
acknowledge that you are that also Tat Tvamasi.
Hmm.
Gopal, this is extremely simple and it is totally universal. And in some way, in each one's way, if there can be that moment of truth connection to this spiritual origin that I am, then
Hmm.
I have no issues and conflicts with you at all, in spite of the complete differences and differentiate in your world of form, in your world of objective reality. This is the ground basis of my spiritual understanding. Of course, in terms of learning, in terms of hearing, in terms of deciphering, in terms of reflecting, in terms of meditating, it takes various forms and shape. But the fundamental of the complete spiritual understanding that I have, the faith that I have, and the exposition that I continue to do day in and day out. For example, if you see in the last 3 months, most of my postings on LinkedIn, even if you read, they're all on self-awareness and questions out of
True.
self-awareness. I would probably say that if you ask me, Raja, is there a mission, sense of purpose that you want to? I say, yeah, my campaign, my sense of purpose would be what I call as the WOW campaign, WAAOW. We are
Hmm.
all one world campaign.
Wow.
Can we have this universal sense of identifying one in the other, and therefore in a form of universal brotherhood and togetherness? That's my
Hmm.
spirituality. Of course, inputs
Wonderful.
in terms of Vedic, religious, XYZ, they're incidental, but the fundamental is human connect, which is the lowest common denominator.
Wonderful. And I would say, wow.